In this video, you're about to learn how to optimize your Walmart advertising campaigns in literally just minutes each week to ultimately increase your sales and profitability from your Walmart advertising campaigns using this free, easy to use tool that does almost all of the Walmart advertising optimizations for you. And I'm going to show you each step of the process here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. So step one of what you want to do is go ahead and log in to your Walmart advertising account. Next, navigate here to the on-demand report section. From here, we want to click on request report. For report type, select item keyword performance. This is basically the most detailed report that we can get. So the more detailed, ultimately, the better our optimization is going to be. Next, for attribution, go ahead and select 30 days. Attribution is simply how long it takes from someone to click on your ad until purchase. So the shorter the attribution window basically means, hey, after someone clicks on my ad, if they haven't purchased, within 3 days, then the sale is not attributed to the Walmart ad. Same thing with 14 days, right? If they purchase after 2 weeks of clicking the ad, then it's not attributed. So the longer the attribution window just kind of attributes more sales to Walmart ads and helps me to see the total effect that our advertising is having. Next, for group, we want cumulative. And then for report period, I recommend 60 days. 60 days is a long enough time frame to where we have enough data to work with to optimize our ads. Because the shorter the time frame that we use to optimize, then really the more volatile our results are going to be. The more data, the better, right? Without getting too long to where we're pulling in, a lot of seasonal data and other things. So 60 days is a good overall period. So use this settings, then click on request report. Then it'll just take a few minutes. It says up to 4 hours, but usually it only takes like a few minutes to load. You can refresh your screen a few times, and once it's ready to download, the download icon will appear here. So we'll just give it a few minutes. So it literally took only about 20 seconds. And here we can see this is available for download. So go ahead and hit the download button and we'll save this report to our desktop. Once you have your report downloaded, go ahead to cell A1, Command A to select everything in the spreadsheet, and Command C to copy. So we're just copying all of our data. Go ahead and minimize because we have all of our data copied. Once that's done, go ahead and access the free Walmart Ad Optimizer tool, which I'll be linking in the description section below. Once you access the tool, click on File, and then make a copy to make your own copy, okay? And it'll basically make an identical version of what you see here. So step one is head over on the far left side to the Copy and Paste Data Here tab. In cell A1, we're gonna Command V to paste all of our data here, right? So we just took it from our report, pasted it in here, and as you can see, usually when optimizing Walmart ad campaigns, you would have to sift through all this messy data. Instead, what you can do, you can still do that, but a better option is click on the optimization tab you see here in the middle. And from there, we have this tool automatically organize our keywords into 3 sections. We have our no sale keywords, so keywords with a lot of clicks, but no sales. So we're spending money on clicks, but we're not getting sales. Section 2 are high ACoS keywords, which I'll cover a little bit more later. These are basically unprofitable keywords. Keywords that are making sales, but that are not profitable sales. So let's say we spend $60 in ads and we make $40 in sales. We're making sales, but it's not profitable. And then finally, step 3, the best, right? Low ACoS keywords. These are keywords that are very, very profitable that we're advertising with that ultimately we may want to increase the bids for and ultimately, drive even more sales for these keywords. So that's the 3 sections. And here's how they're divided and shifted. So first, here we have our current ACoS. The tool automatically analyzes the data and gives us our existing ACoS for this period, which is 60 days. ACoS is simply advertising cost of sale. And basically it's how much it costs to acquire a sale. So it's expressed in a percentage format. So the higher the percentage, right, of your ACoS, the more money you're spending to make a sale, right? The more unprofitable it is. The lower this percentage, the lower the number, the more profitable your advertising is. So what I recommend doing is look at your average profit margin for your products that you're selling on Walmart. And let's say it's around 30%. Then we're gonna set our target ACoS in this cell. So you wanna make sure that you enter a number here, and it can be whatever you want. It can be 20, it could be 10, it could be 35, whatever you want it to be. And let's just say our break-even profitability, right? So let's say our profit margin is 30%. So if we spend 30% of our sale price on advertising, that breaks even, okay? So figure out your break-even profit margin for your products, and then either set your ACoS at or below that number, right? The lower means more profitable, and the more higher is like break even. So if I have 30% profit margin and my ACoS is 30%, that means that I basically, not lost or made any money, right? Because all my profit is going toward advertising for those sales. Now, the reason you may want to do this, and this is actually what I do with my own products on Walmart, is because Walmart's a relatively new platform. I want to be as aggressive as possible with my Walmart advertising, which means more sales because it's a higher conversion rate, which means more reviews and so on. And basically, I want to grow my review base, maybe increase keyword ranking, and basically be as aggressive as I can early on. So I'm willing, with my Walmart advertising, to basically spend, let's say, $2,000 a month and make back $2,000 a month in profit just for my advertising. Because what's going to happen is customers are going to buy my other products. I'm going to get indirect reviews from that. There could be some keyword ranking benefit that's still not 100% clear, but that's my reasoning for it. Set it to wherever you want. If your profit margin is around 30%, then maybe an ACoS between 20 to 30% is a pretty good starting point, but make sure you enter a value here in percentage format. Next, scrolling over here, we have average CTR and CVR. So click-through rate and conversion rate. In case those are metrics that are valuable to you, these are automatically generated, so you don't need to do anything here, just some additional info. And then lastly, on the far left, we have click limit and average cost per click. So CPC, again, stands for cost per click. So just some more data that we have. We see our average cost per click is 41 cents. And then for click limit, this is again, because it's a cell in white, just like target ACoS here, you want to enter a value. Click limit is simply how many clicks do you want to allow with no sales before a keyword shows up here in the no sale keyword section, okay? Keywords with 15 clicks or more with no sales show up here. Click limit of 11 means all keywords with 11 clicks or more with no sales show up here. Let's say we change it to 5, and as you can see, it automatically updates. So any keyword with 5 clicks or more and no sales now show up here. So you can set it to whatever you want, but basically we want to figure out those keywords that we're spending money on clicks, but we're not making sales from. Like these, we're not generating sales, they're not converting. And that's actually also hurting our conversion rate, right? So we want to get rid of these keywords and ultimately pause them, which I'll show you later. So what I'd recommend, if you're not really sure, set a click limit around 11. That's a pretty good starting point. 11 clicks is quite a few clicks, right, that you're getting for a certain keyword, and no sales is just showing that that keyword is probably not going to be profitable over the long term. So instead of wasting money on it, we want to kind of plug the holes in that leaky bucket. So we have these two keywords, easy to use spatula holder and elegant spatula holder, both have 11 clicks or more with no sales. So we have the bidded keyword, the search keyword, which in this case are the same. Let's say this is an exact match campaign, which means whatever keyword we target, that's the keyword that we should be ultimately showing up for on Walmart. And then the campaign that's in. So we know exactly what campaign to go to and what keyword to pause in order to stop the spend for this. Next, we have high ACoS keywords. So any keyword that has an ACoS or advertising cost of sale above your target, in this case 30%, shows up in this section. Really simple. So if we made this lower, let's say 10% ACoS. Now, all of these keywords you see here, all of these bidded keywords have an ACoS above 10%, so therefore they show up here. If we set it to 30 again, then this keyword has an ACoS above 30% and so on. The more aggressive you are, the lower this number is, the more keywords are gonna show up here. We're gonna keep it at 30%, okay? And what's really cool here is these are keywords that are making sales, but they're not making sales profitably. So what's the problem here? The problem is we're spending too much money on these keywords. We don't want to stop spending money. We want to keep spending and keep getting sales, but we want to do so profitably. So what we need to do is reduce our bid. So whatever our bid is right now, it's too high and we need to reduce it. And what's great about this tool is it automatically looks at the current ACoS for this keyword and your target. So let's say, your current ACoS is 100% and your target is 30%. So, and then let's also say that your bid is $1, then that means our new bid would be 30 cents. Why? Because basically on the back end, this tool is looking at the difference between your target ACoS and your current ACoS, and it uses that same percentage difference and calculates your average cost per click and then the cost per click that you need in order to make profitable sales. So basically whatever your bid is now, we want to go to campaign number 1, go to spatula holder and change the bid to 30 cents. So we probably won't make as many sales, but the sales that we do make will now be profitable moving forward, or on average they will be. Not all the time. It's advertising, so things kind of go up and down, but that's the overall idea here is we want to keep spending money on this keyword, but we don't want to be overspending to where it's unprofitable. So that's kind of the reasoning here. And then we move on to our last section, which is the low ACoS keywords, which is our favorite. These are keywords that have an ACoS below your target. So all of these keywords have an ACoS below 30% in this example. So we have the keywords over here, the campaigns they're in. We also show the ACoS. So we can see this one has our target's 30%, and this one has a 2% ACoS, less than a 1% ACoS, 16%. Some of these are very, very, very low, which is fantastic. And just like we did for unprofitable keywords, so usually the higher your cost per click, the higher your bid, the higher your ACoS is going to be. The lower your bid, the lower your ACoS is going to be on average. Not every time, but about 80% of the time, this is true. So for unprofitable keywords, we reduced our bids to make them profitable. For these keywords, right, they're making sales. Don't you want to make more sales? Wouldn't that be great? Because you can still make more sales and still make more profitably. Look at this, like if your target ACoS is 30% and this ACoS is 2%, there's a lot of room, right? You could spend a lot more and still make profitable sales. So what we're doing is kind of the reverse. So we look at this tool, I should say, automatically looks at the average cost per click for this keyword. So adjustable utensil storage had, let's say a 30-cent cost per click. So it automatically increases the bid by 20%. So we were spending, let's say 30 cents per click. Well, we can kind of increase that a little bit because it's profitable and we want to kind of keep increasing every week and get more and more sales. Yes, it'll become less and less profitable, but as long as it stays below our target ACoS, then we're good. So we can keep scaling it and increasing because we're making sales profitably. So basically the bid before, let's say it was 30 cents, it's now adjusted to 36 cents. So we go to campaign 118. We find this bidded keyword and we change the bid from whatever it is now to 36. So to recap, we're increasing the bids for low ACoS keywords in order to make more sales and make more profitable sales. We're reducing the bid for high ACoS keywords because they're making sales, but they're not profitable. So we want to get them profitable. And then lastly, we have keywords that we're spending money and not making any money back. So we just want to cut these out entirely. And for these no sale keywords, what I like to do is select, Command C to copy. And then here on tab number 3, we have the paused keyword section. I'm going to right click, paste values only. And this just helps me to keep track because you want to run through this process. What I like to do is the beginning of every week, I run through this process either once or 2 times per week. And I want to keep track of the keywords that I'm pausing. So I'm not double pausing or doing double work. So this kind of helps keep track of everything. I already know what's been paused or not. And if we go back over here to the optimization tab, now we know what keywords need work and what campaigns they're in. So we'll go back to Walmart Advertising Center and then manually make these adjustments, or you can have your virtual assistant manually make these adjustments. So step 1, we head back to our Walmart advertising dashboard. Then we want to select campaigns in the top left corner. Once we're here, we want to search for that campaign. So if we go back to our spreadsheet, we have campaign 45. We want to pause the word easy to use spatula holder because it's not profitable. So we're going to type in campaign 45. All right, so we have campaign 45 here. We're going to go ahead and click on it. Once we're here, click on edit campaign. Then once you get into the actual campaign section, scroll all the way down on the page. And that takes us here on the far right to the keyword section. Now, in the top right, you can kind of see here, there's a little icon to where you can search for keywords. This would be great if it actually worked. As of right now, it doesn't work. It's very glitchy, but that being said, within 24 hours or 48 hours of this video going public, it could work. So I'd go ahead and use this to kind of save some time. Otherwise, you'll just have to kind of manually scroll through and find the keyword, which I know is not ideal, but basically we want to find that keyword that was not generating sales. So we'll kind of scroll down. Let's say that's this keyword here. And then what we can do is go ahead and pause it. So to pause, you simply turn it from on to off. So we're turning off that keyword. So that's how you turn off a keyword. In the other instances, let's say we wanted to adjust the bid. So we'll turn this back on. Let's say instead of turning this off, we wanted to reduce the bid. It's at 72 cents now. We want to reduce the bid to 30 cents, right? We simply, go in here from 78, delete. There we go, right in 30 cents, and you've changed the bid. All right, so whatever you want to do, you can pause keywords, adjust the bid. Those are the 2 main kind of factors here, and that's exactly how to do them. Very, very simple. Once that's done, simply go up here, click on save, and your changes are saved and you're good to go. So simply each campaign that needs work, and especially when you're starting off within the first 30 to 60 days advertising on Walmart, that's when you'll see kind of the most work to be needed because you're testing out a bunch of new keywords. But simply go through each campaign one by one. Any keyword that needs to be paused, pause those. Any keyword that needs the bid adjusted, adjust those. Do that once a week. and you will see your sales and your profitability increasing. I hope you found this video valuable. And remember, you can access this free tool in the description section of this video. And if you like this video, then you'll love this video here on the screen. And as always, thanks so much for watching. God bless you and your business. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.